There was a time when everyday household items weren't just pieces of furniture or tools. They were the heart of American homes. From porches to parlors, kitchens to bedrooms, these objects shaped the rhythm of family life. They carried stories of comfort, tradition, and innovation. Every item had a purpose beyond function. It told a story, connected generations, and brought families together. A simple bread box, a porch swing, or even a wooden wash line held memories, laughter, and daily rituals that shaped life in a way we rarely think about today. But as decades passed, lifestyles evolved, and modern conveniences took over. Many of these household treasures faded, replaced by sleek machines, plastic, and digital devices. Now, they survive only in antique shops, old photographs, or the memories of those who grew up with them. Here on American Restored, we bring those memories back to life. Let's travel back in time and rediscover 15 forgotten household items that once defined American homes. 1. Ice delivery boxes. Before the age of refrigerators, keeping food cold was a challenge. Families relied on ice delivery boxes placed on porches or in kitchens. Every week, the iceman would deliver large blocks of ice, which were carefully placed inside. It wasn't just about keeping food cool. It was a ritual, a small event that connected the neighborhood. Children would rush to watch the delivery, and families would marvel at the simple innovation that kept their meals fresh. Today, these boxes are gone, but they remind us of a time when even cold storage involved effort, anticipation, and a touch of excitement. 2. Porcelain wash pitchers and basins. Long before indoor plumbing, porcelain pitchers and basins were the centerpiece of morning routines. Families would fill the pitcher with water, wash their faces, brush their teeth, and begin their day. The elegant patterns on the porcelain often reflected the household's taste and status. Every splash of water was a reminder of how simple yet beautiful life could be. Today, sinks and faucets make the routine effortless, but there was a charm in these delicate washstands that modern homes rarely capture. 3. Feather mattresses and ticking. Sleeping in a feather mattress was considered a luxury in early American homes. Stuffed with goose feathers, these beds were soft, warm, and comforting. Families would regularly fluff them to maintain their loft, while the striped ticking cover kept the feathers in place. These mattresses were a symbol of care and attention, a small investment in comfort that spoke volumes about the home's values. Modern beds have replaced them, but the memory of sinking into a warm feather bed remains a cherished nostalgia. 4. Wall calendars with tear-off pages. Before smartphones and digital reminders, families relied on wall calendars with tear-off pages. Each month revealed vivid illustrations of farmland, seasonal events, or famous landmarks. Parents marked important dates, appointments, and birthdays, often leaving notes for the whole family. These calendars were more than decoration. They were a planning tool, a piece of art, and a silent witness to daily life. 5. Bread boxes. No kitchen was complete without a bread box. It kept loaves fresh, protected from pests, and often became a centerpiece of the countertop. The ritual of slicing fresh bread, placing leftovers back in a box, or checking for morning freshness was woven into daily life. Bread boxes remind us that even mundane objects could bring satisfaction and comfort. With modern plastic containers and packaged bread, this simple tool became almost obsolete. 6. Wooden clothespins and lines. Backyards once smelled of sun-dried laundry hanging on wooden clotheslines, held with wooden pins. The rhythmic clink of pins and the gentle sway of sheets in the breeze were a daily soundtrack. Children often helped hang clothes, turning chores into shared family moments. Today, electric dryers make laundry faster, but no machine can replicate the smell of fresh air and sunlight that wooden pins brought to the household. 7. Door-to-door milk boxes. Glass bottles of milk delivered to porches in special boxes were a daily feature of American neighborhoods. The milkman would whistle down the street, children would run to see the delivery, and families would return empty bottles the next day. This simple system fostered a sense of community, trust, and routine. The era of supermarket cartons replaced it, But these milk boxes remain a symbol of simpler, neighborly times. 8. Match safes. In homes lit by lamps and fueled by stoves, match safes were essential. Mounted on walls, they kept matches dry and accessible, while often featuring intricate designs. These safes were practical, but they were also decorative, showcasing the homeowner's taste. Lighters and electric lighting replaced them, but their charm lies in the careful blend of art and utility. 9. Recipe tins and boxes. Long before Pinterest boards or digital apps, families kept recipes in small tin boxes or wooden containers. Handwritten cards preserved grandmother's pies, mother's breads, and special holiday treats. Every opening of the box connected the present with the past, blending flavors, stories, and love. These boxes were the treasure chests of kitchens, and today, finding one is like discovering a forgotten story of a home. 10. Porch swings. Few items symbolize Americana more than a porch swing. Families relaxed on summer evenings, neighbors waved hello, and children played nearby. The gentle rocking motion was soothing, a quiet companion for conversation, reading, or simple reflection. Modern patios and busy lifestyles have reduced their use, but the image of a family on a porch swing is timeless. 11. Knitting baskets. By every chair, especially rocking chairs, you'd find a knitting basket filled with yarn and needles. Knitting was a daily necessity, creating warm clothing and household textiles. It was also a ritual that brought families together, mothers teaching daughters, stories being shared while fingers worked tirelessly. Though mass-produced textiles replaced much of this work, the baskets remained symbolic of patience, skill, and domestic artistry. 12. Water pump handles. Before running water, outdoor water pumps were essential. Families would draw water from a hand pump for cooking, cleaning, and bathing. The squeak of a pump handle and the clink of pails was part of daily rhythm. Children often took turns carrying the heavy buckets. Indoor plumbing eventually rendered them obsolete, but these pumps remind us of a time when every drop of water involved effort, coordination, and family teamwork. 13. Shoe brushes and polishing kits. Polished shoes were a mark of pride. Every home had a shoe brush and polish kit, often kept near the entrance. Parents ensured children and adults alike maintained shiny shoes before leaving the house. Shining shoes was not just practical. It was a ritual, teaching care, patience, and respect. As casual footwear became common, these kits were pushed aside, leaving only memories of disciplined mornings. 14. Window shutters with functional slats. Shutters once had a practical purpose, controlling light, airflow, and protecting against storms. Families opened and closed them daily, adjusting for comfort and weather. Unlike decorative shutters today, these functional slats were integral to daily life. They remind us that design once balanced utility with aesthetics seamlessly. 15. Family Bibles with keepsakes. The family Bible was more than scripture. It rested on living room tables, often holding pressed flowers, letters, and records of births, marriages, and deaths. It served as a living memory book, connecting generations. Today, many sit forgotten in attics, yet they stand as profound symbols of heritage, faith, and family continuity. Final thoughts. From ice boxes to family Bibles, these forgotten household items were more than tools. They were the heartbeat of American homes. They shaped routines, traditions, and memories. They remind us that life was slower, simpler, and filled with small acts of care and ingenuity. Though modern technology has replaced most of these items, their legacy survives in antiques, heirlooms, and the stories we pass down. Which of these household items do you remember, or maybe even still own? Share your stories in the comments below. And if you enjoyed this nostalgic journey, don't forget to like this video, subscribe to American Restored, and ring the bell icon so you never miss another trip into the past.